Hi, it's Sarah Sophie Flicker, back at New York Fashion Week. We are at the Honor Show, which is always one of my favorites. Hey, how are you? Good. So, Giovanna, designer of Honor, please tell us about the amazing inspiration. It's so beautiful. I'm so into it.
It was inspired by terrariums and snow globes. It was just the idea of somebody maybe living in one.
Okay, that's in some beautiful Honor clothes. And so when you have the idea of a snow globe in a terrarium, how does that like manifest itself into the hair and makeup looks, and what's the thread that ties it all together?
The face we made it kind of snowy
to
kind of feel like it had been snowing on their faces almost.
So it's sort of crystalline and dewy, but with a really strong eye, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, to modernize it, not, I didn't want it to be too literal.
I love the combination between this kind of heavy black line.
I love that you guys did that. It's very, it's surprising.
We curled the lashes, but we didn't use mascara. And normally, when you do liquid liner, you see mascara, and then it becomes very glam, it becomes a little bit more retro.
Right.
And here we really wanted to kind of not do that at all.
Yeah. And then for liquid liner, any tips at home? Because liquid liner scares the bejesus out of me.
First of all, start as close to the lash line as you can.
Okay.
So you kind of are going to be painting on your lashes.
Okay.
Especially if you're not used to using liquid liner.
Okay.
If you want your line to be more straight, then I think a great tip is to look straight ahead. So constantly check straight ahead. If you're always looking down, then you're going to get that flick.
Right. Less about the look and as how it's blossomed into what it is now.
Normally I go for subtle with the skin, but in this situation, we did do the skin subtle, but the highlights are very exaggerated. We really wanted these girls to feel frosted.
What are you using as a highlighter, and what would you recommend? Because obviously people don't want to look frosted at home.
Right.
But, what is the highlighter, and what's a more subtle way to apply it?
As you know, I'm a huge fan of Kevin products.
Yeah,
we use
so
their airbrush foundation.
Beautiful, yeah.
It's gorgeous, and I'm using it as a concealer to kind of really give a really light finish.
Coverage,
light coverage. I didn't want anything to be too heavy. I really wanted the girls to look fresh.
Okay.
And we're using a pink lipstick on the cheeks.
Oh, okay.
But the frost is this pigment, and it's really, really, really exaggerated. And it's this whole area right here, the inner corner of the eye, the bottom lip.
Okay.
And I brushed it on to just so it's this cold frosted
so
lip.
Pretty, yeah.
And it's really cool. It's a little bit more theatrical, I would say. And they really kind of look like these girls that are in the snow globe. One of my favorite brands for skincare is Jurlique. I've been a fan forever. Supernatural, smells incredible.
Delicious, yeah.
I was using this calendula cream on the girls, and it really helps with redness, and especially with girls that are coming in and out of shows, and the redness of the cold. It's great for everybody. It's very calming and gentle to the skin. Rose water spray is amazing.
Beautiful, yeah.
The Love balm it's super cute, and it's rose scented, and it's beautiful.
Thanks for chatting, Rome. What did the look end up being?
It ended up being, luckily, my favorite look, which is It's Raining Men with a peekaboo of Break for Love. And this is the finished look on my niece, Sarah. The red goes over the entire nail, and then we take Break for Love, which is the beautiful pink, and we just made it sort of the same shape as a nail, but a little bit askew. So the red peeks out on all of the nails on the same side.
And then
it's our peekaboo nail.
It's really beautiful. And is this something people could do at home?
I think they can totally do it. If you can polish your own nails, you can make this look, because all you're going to do is freehand the design here. You polish your entire nail with the red first, and then you take your brush just a little bit, an eighth of an inch above the cuticle, and polish it again the same way in sort of 3 strokes.
Okay.
And you can create that nice little
It's really pretty.
freehand.
I love
It's really easier than you would imagine.
This show is actually one of my favorites to do.
It really shows. And how would this be applicable for somebody at home?
Oh, I think this really translates translates super well to anyone on the street. Like, it's especially like using the scarf and incorporating it into
I
a
love
braid.
it, yeah.
It's a nice way to take something in your closet and bring it out and have a new look.
And how would you incorporate a scarf? Like, how would you anchor a scarf? Like, how are you getting it to stay? I guess that's always my problem with scarves. They're a little slippery.
A little bit slippery.
Give us some tips.
We're cheating a little bit. We're using a little piece of double stick tape.
But somebody could do that at home. We all have double stick tape at home.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't think about sticking that on your hair, but it does work.
But why not? Okay, that's actually a great tip.
But the other thing is if you braid it in tight enough, which when we did the test, we actually didn't use double stick tape.
Okay.
But just for the runway, just for extra security.
Sure, yeah. You want to be safe on the runway.
Be safe, yeah.
Yeah, keep it safe on the runway.
Yeah.
And any tips for like a clean middle part? I have a hard time getting a clean middle part and getting it to lie flat.
Right. Use the right product. We're
Okay.
using a mousse today, which is really nice that we can
Okay.
like really get the hair with a lot of shine, keep it super
That
flat.
makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you,
Yeah,
James. It's
thank
super
you.
beautiful. Congratulations.